Hey y'all, it's your girl Lala Licious. And what's going on? I hope you guys have been well. We are back with another banger. We're back with another Unpopular Theory video where I give my unbiased opinions about certain topics and situations, and I tell my version of them. Things that do with Black culture and pop culture. All right, so let's get into it. So today's episode will be, I was thinking about how I wanted to title it because I didn't want to be so so hard on him. I guess I'm walking into this with an open mind and also an educational spirit, because I know there will be a lot in this video that I want to teach if you don't understand, because it is Black History Month. So happy foundational Black American history. Exactly, just that's how that go. All right. And I want to be educational, and I want to be on purpose, and I want to be loving throughout this whole video, because like I always tell y'all, when y'all come to my page, we're going to learn shit, okay? So today we're going to discuss someone named Deante Kyle. I don't know if y'all are familiar with him, but he said a lot of things against a group of people that's called FBA. And FBA is Foundational Black Americans, and that's basically the Americans in the lineage of people who created and built America. All right. And there was a few things that he said regarding FBA people in the lineage, and he got a lot of backlash. So I just want to give my opinion, because I do consider myself a lineage of the FBA, because I am indigenous to this land. And so my people have been here. So they have put forth the effort of building this country. And by the way, when I say built this country, I mean my ancestors were enslaved. My ancestors been here before America was created. And again, this is the educational video. So in the comments, if you have any questions, go ahead and ask those questions. All right, drop the music. Let's motherfucking run it.
Come on in and sit down. I got all what you need, and you're gonna get it now. I got the Hennessy, that Patron, that good old stuff you like. I'ma be your bartender, I got you. I know we fucking twice, yeah.
FBA, the Foundational Black American. These niggas ain't involved in nothing outside. They ain't doing shit outside. They on the internet looking for niggas that look just like them to degrade and call tethers all day. I don't see these niggas doing no work against none of these fucking Nazis, none of these fucking Klansmen, nothing. All I see is them niggas calling out other black people all day. That's divisive as fuck. Questioning niggas. Where you from? Where was you born? Nigga gotta show you your freedom papers? Damn, massa. I gotta show you the freedom papers? Who is these niggas on this nag? Bunch of motherfucking Stevens over there trying to check a nigga blood. Wanna check a nigga papers. Sound like ICE. Another 3-letter organization. Want to let other niggas participate in your culture because they come over here and degrade him. And you know the business of colonization better than anybody. These niggas is brainwashed. I'm not going back and forth with no nigga that come here from another country in search of the American dream when I know this shit is a nightmare. I'm not going back and forth with no nigga that think he finna get some favor from these white people. I see you niggas that's born in America do the same shit. When niggas do it from abroad, I don't say it's an issue with them. I know that they're brainwashed by the system because they went through colonization over there just like we went through it over here. Why the fuck is they leaving Africa? Because Europeans are destabilizing their countries, inserting capitalist dictators, fascist dictators in more democratic socialist societies, toppling governments, and then sending the niggas fleeing, where do they go? To America. And what do? They come through with their religious minds, with their colonized minds, and destable Black American revolutionaries because they don't know no better. And it's a bunch of niggas in America that don't know no better because they only are used to being in community with abusers. We have been oppressed in this country for 400 years. Some of us don't know how it feels not to be oppressed. Some of you ain't comfortable if you're not oppressed. You've never created an idea of what freedom looks like for you. Black Americans, and I advocate for this, nigga, me and Big Cat are the blackest of Black Americans. We are true to the Black American experience. We are proud. We also understand that our story doesn't start here nor end here. The Panthers were Pan-Africanists. Marcus Garvey was a Pan-Africanist. All the leaders and things that came before you that gave you the blueprint to feel revolutionary were also thinking about global movements, mass communal practices instead of micro movements.
I know that was a lot. So we're going to try to not dissect it, but I just kind of want to speak on a few things that he spoke about. First thing I do want to say is that we are tired. Like black people in America, like not the ones in if you're from another country, if you've been here 2 generations or even 4 generations, like you are American, right? But I am talking about the people who great great grandma was on the slave plantation. We only know America. We don't know of no other world. We don't know of Africa. We don't know of Brazil. We don't know of Dominican. We only know America through generations and generations with recipes passed down. By a shoebox full of pictures, memories, feathers, what our grandma used to sew in blankets. That I'm talking about those type of people. But I'm talking about the indigenous American, the black Americans that are from here. That we're tired. We are tired of being walked over. We're tired of foreigners getting loans. We're tired of being put last and never put first. We're tired of being promised years and years, 400 plus of years, a acre and a mule, 4 acres and a mule, that our people never got. And when we fight for reparations, you have people that are foreign that comes over here that's in politics stopping us from getting reparations. We are tired. What a lot of FBAs or indigenous black Americans or just Americans, because we all want to identify as different things, and that's also valid, right? And I'll break that down in a few. But what is offensive to us is coming to our land and then laughing at our pain in our face and getting into politics and telling us fuck you. Like, no, you can't get reparations. What you've been through on this land, fuck you and your answer. That's how we feel, bro. Like it's like a slap in the face. And so now when we want to stand up and we want to put like a lining that says, hey, this is us and this is y'all. That's not a bad thing. Every culture does it. If you call a Japanese person Chinese, he probably slap the shit out of you. If you call a Haitian man Dominican, he probably slap the shit out of you. If you call a Dominican Haitian, he probably want to unalive you. You know they don't like each other, okay? And if you call a Nigerian Ghanaian, you does that make sense? It's like, why can't we not have our lineage and be proud of it? When we decide to draw the line by saying, hey, this is who we are and that's who you is, and that's fine. It's an issue. And it's not the point that we're not wanting to come together, because we've been trying that. I can specifically recall times when I was younger and my mom, of course, me and my brother stayed with my mom. We were younger. And I never forget this African family stayed, close to us. And there were specific, like me specifically remembering how different we was. And not that that was a bad thing, but it was as if like the parents didn't want their children to play with us. And it was also the same with Latino communities. And just the thought of things, how things are going now and how we're fighting for our land. And now people are making us as the black Americans feel like on our land that we're wrong to fight for us and who we are. It just makes me think of how clear it was back then, where we couldn't even play with the children because the parents thought like we would get them in trouble, or maybe I don't know their thoughts about us, about being black American, but it was clear that we couldn't play with their children. And in school it was different also. The children didn't want to sit with us. So now even thinking about it, how they just continued throughout years and years having a separation from them to us, and now that we're wanting to stand up and say, hey, before we get deleted and before our lineage dies, before America is so diluted because there's so many cultures and ethnicities want to come over here and get in politics and take away from us, we need to speak up before it's too late. And when we want to do that, it's an issue. And just to separate the different identities of Black Americans, and I want to speak on this, okay? And I would say there's a good four that I want to speak on. The first would be African American. And when I was younger, my grandma used to always tell us, this is my grandma. She used to tell me, my brother, all my cousins, you are not from Africa. You're not African. Of course, we all have African blood. If the world started in Africa, we all have African blood. But to say that we're all from Africa is a bit of a stretch, if you get what I'm saying. African American is someone that can trace back their lineage and their tribe to Africa. They moved to America and they have basically been westernized. They're basically American by staying here for years and years and probably generations, right? That's the African American. Now if you're like, to me personally, if you're like a Nigerian American, maybe you're like first generation, second generation, and you know your tribe, you know exactly where you're from. So then you'll say Nigerian American or European American or Italian American. Then you have where the FBA comes in as that you want to be identified as a foundational Black American. That means your family has lineage here. Then you have indigenous. Indigenous American is ones that can trace their bloodline. They're here, usually Black American Indian. I think where this also could be rude, or Deante, and I also feel like where Deante's comments could also be a bit of rude is that he's biracial, so his experience is not exactly the Black American experience. The values that his mom have, of course, is different from what a Black woman has or how a Black woman was raised, you know? And my mom and dad is Black, so our experiences could be totally different. So how he think of things could be totally different on how I could think on things, or other Black Americans with two Black parents, because we really rooted deeply. And I'm not saying he's not Black, but what I am saying is that he's not deeply rooted as a Black person in America. He's biracial. So his experiences are a bit, well, way different. Let me say that. It's totally different. And so how he thinks to just feel as if we can just share America where there's no more and where we're being overlooked could be a different outlook for him, because his daddy is only Black and his mama is a white woman. It comes to a time where you have to understand these podcasters and these people that we give power to. We have to understand when you give a person that much power and when they get comfortable, they're going to start saying some shit. Who are you giving the power to amplify your voice? That's what we need to start thinking, right? And the reason why I say that is because he is, in a sense, he feels like he's speaking for all Black people. He's speaking for all Black Americans, and you're not, because you're not deeply rooted. That's like me trying to speak for all women or all females. That's like a female saying, okay, all right, let me give y'all a prime example. I'm going to give y'all me. I'm going to throw me out there, right? That's like a female saying, okay, I'm sharing a restroom with you. I'm calling you a woman, but damn, you trying to speak for us all. And that's kind of how that may feel with a biracial person, is that, okay, bitch, we invite you to the cookout. You Black, we accept you, but bitch, you getting a little too far ahead of yourself. All right, you can't speak for all us now. As a matter of fact, you're not even deeply rooted. So you don't even really know the full experience. You know half of it, motherfucker. And that's the same tone as a female telling me, like, hey, baby, you just got here. You learning about the experience. Okay? You know, I've been transitioning since I was 24. I've been knew who I was, but see, I was born a little boy. So from 0 to 24, I was living my life as a boy. you know. And as a female, someone who's not trans has been living her whole entire life female and as a woman. So our experiences are totally different, which that doesn't make me not a woman or less than a woman, and that doesn't make him not black by him being biracial or less than being a black man in his struggles in day-to-day life, because obviously he looks black. But you cannot speak on someone else's full 100% 360 experience when you did not fully experience that full experience. That's all I'm saying. I want to clarify that. Before y'all say I'm saying he not black, or I'm correlating his experience with a trans experience and all this stuff. I'm just drawing a bigger picture for everyone. When I tell you this video rubbed so many people the wrong way, so many people, I'm going to show this next clip. In this next clip, it actually brought something out of Deante Kyle. And then maybe he sees what Black Americans are talking about. This has to do with Shaboozey. When Shaboozey won the country award, the best country artist award or whatever it was. I didn't watch the Grammys, but he won an award and he was thanking immigrants for building this country. Let's take a look.
I want to thank my mother, who as of today has retired from her job after 30 years. Working in the medical field as a registered nurse in a psych ward. She worked 3 to 4 jobs just to provide for me and my four siblings as an immigrant in this country. Thank you, Mom. First thing I want to say, immigrants built this country, literally. So this is for them, for all children of immigrants. This is also for those who came to this country in search of better opportunity to be a part of a nation that promised freedom for all and equal opportunity to everyone willing to work for it. Thank you for bringing your culture, your music, your stories, and your traditions here. You give America color. I love y'all so much. Thank you.
When I tell you our boy Shaboozey was on fire, baby, people was on his ass. Black Americans, Indigenous Americans, FBAs were all on his ass. And it's very important that you know that Shaboozey is Nigerian and he is first generation. So his parents came over. And so in my opinion, he would be considered a Nigerian American. Again, you know, a lot of us are just tired. A lot of us are just tired of being stepped across, disrespected in our homeland. You coming from shit to sugar. You come from shit to honey. And you thinking your people when it's my people who actually had to fight for laws for you to come over here and be free and for you to have a good life. And the first thing that you say is immigrants built this country and not my ancestors who fought blood and sweat and tears in the Civil War and just being slaves here. Just America was built off the back of Black Indigenous Americans. And to think and just to know that he, as an immigrant, coming to this country and his parents as immigrants just did not give the time to even educate him on the history of this land is like a slap in the face. It's also a slap in the face because Black people made country music. It's also a slap in the face because mostly the dread fad, of course, is from Jamaica, but we make it cool. We make having dreads cool. We make wearing Jordans cool. We make country music cool. We make the slang. We say what's cool. And the fact that you're winning a Grammy in another country that is not your country for a genre of music that your people did not come up with, looking Americanized like us and thinking your people and immigrants who came to this country is just crazy, and not thinking the original people who made the genre of music that you're singing to win an award. So I think the most of it was just disrespect. And I personally don't think that he personally wanted to be disrespectful. I feel that this is just the lack of education that immigrants have by coming to America. They don't know the history. So therefore, they disrespect us. They are in their country and they're watching America, and they have these type of ideas of who a black American is, and we're violent and we rob and we do this and we do that and we're bad. Don't be with us, because these are just stories. This is just proof. This is proof. People will tell you coming from other countries what their family think about you, about your black ass in America, coming to your country and using the laws that your people fought for in the Civil War. And we're just tired. We're tired of being ran over, disrespected, overlooked. And so now we as a people are delineating, and we're saying, hey, this is us and this is you. Don't get this twist up. Don't get it confused. This is who I am. And you will respect me, and you will respect my lineage, and you will respect my history and the productivity and just the blood, sweat, and tears that we put into this system. And all of us have. But be respectful coming over here. Know your fucking history about the land. Like, really? It's easy to even say, what did he say wrong? Which is the issue and the problem, is because it's normal to just forget about. We're not going to let you forget about that, baby. We're not. We're here and we're strong, and we woke up to who we are, and we know who we are. And we know a lot of us didn't come on no imaginary slave ships, because slave ships can't even last in the 1800s in a wooden boat on no salt water for days and days with 500, 600 freaking slaves and people on a boat. Like, come on, all of that is just fucking is made up stories, and we're all just woke up to that now. We want respect. We've been our everything has been stripped from us. Our history, who we are, who we know us to be, our culture, like everything has been stripped from us. The laws have been rewritten plenty of times. We've been called Negro, Black, colored people, African American, Black, Indian, Indigenous. We are tired. We are still standing and we are still fighting. And now it feels as if we don't have people who have our back. We feel that the people that are supposed to come to this land and love on us as a brother or a sister, right, by being black, they have blindly, and I'm saying probably not intentionally, took on the colonizers' mentality. They only want to, in a sense, replace us, disrespect us, and not respect who we are and our contributions to this land. So we have now started to delineate and make sure that people understand who we are and respect us.
Happy Black History Month. Speaking of the Grammys, Shabuzi.
Shabuzi.
All right, Shabuzi.
What do you do now, son?
Shabuzi, I ain't gonna take up too much of your time. I understand immigrating to America, having parents immigrate to America and sacrifice so that you can have a better opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
Immigrants did not build America.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? America was built off the genocide of the native people and the enslavement of the African people.
Mm-hmm.
This shit is built off of slave labor.
Yeah.
Now, during Black History Month, I'm seeing a trend of everybody from across the diaspora wanting this to be about them. This is about Black Americans' history in America.
Yeah.
Okay? You gonna maybe get FBA in this motherfucker.
All of them.
All right? You want me to call them niggas? Them niggas hiding me right now. I'll still put in the call.
Oh, what was that, Deante Kyle? You're gonna call who? Oh, you're gonna call the FBA. Oh, you're mentioning FBA now because you see what we're talking about. You see what people are saying. You see the erasure, and it's innocent erasure. It's innocent. Again, I'm not saying Shabuzi tried to intentionally, piss people off or be disrespectful, but it's just a lack of education. We should have been teaching in this way. A lot of people, people do not learn in the nice way, like, hey, excuse me, sweetie. You can't talk to people like that. Children don't even learn like that. So adults most definitely not going to learn like that. You need to go to a motherfucker, step them, and tell them what it is. And they will be respectful. I'm sorry, but not sorry, I think now that he see it and heard it from the horse's mouth, just as innocent as Shabuzi said that's passed down to other immigrants coming to this country and really thinking that we just did not exist before America. People are really thinking white people was here first. That's how ignorant and uneducated they are. And once we stop teaching, we get erased. You will fall for any fucking thing if you don't stand for anything. So stand strong in what you believe in and who you know yourself to be. And now just that fast, he flip-flop. And I'm going to tell you why. When I tell you biracial people go through so much shit, and I'm not saying anything negative about biracial people. They're torn. They don't know if they should identify. And I'm saying specifically at times when you're mixed with black. Most of the times you don't know if you want to identify as black or white or you're Puerto Rican or Mexican, whatever you're mixed with, because that black is just overpowering. But you still want to show love to your people. But so you have that conflicting type of situation. And I'm not saying that situation specifically is what he's going through, but I'm sure when he was younger, there were times that he felt compelled to love on his white side and love on his black side, and maybe he felt torn. I don't know. But they go through a lot of that. And I forgive him because, once again, he's not deeply rooted in blackness. He is a black man. His experiences are Black American, but he's not deeply rooted. So I totally forgive him because he just said too much at one time. He has too much power of the black community, and he just did not know how to go about that subject in the correct way. He just did not know that he will piss as many black people off. He just did not know that because he's not deeply rooted. Okay? And as you can tell, baby, when I talk about these type of subjects, when I talk about things, I get so passionate. It's in my voice, And so if you have made it this far, you are a real one, and I fuck with ya. Hopefully y'all learned something today. I love doing my unpopular theories. I appreciate you coming and stopping by the page and visit. Make sure you give your opinion on just this whole video. What do you think about FBAs? What do you think about Deante Kyle? Do you think that he was offensive? Are you a FBA? Are you a foreigner? Did you immigrate here from your foreign country? Just let me know who you are and say hi. Also, Shabuzi, do you think Shabuzi was wrong, or do you think that was meant for him to say and nothing was wrong with it? But whatever the case may be, please give your opinion. Everyone is welcomed. Make sure you go ahead and like this video. If not, thank you for watching. And until next time, you guys stay safe, stay well, be nice to yourself and nice to others. Drink a lot of water. Make sure you moisturize your skin. And I'll see you next time on the next episode of Unpopular Theory, which is one of the best YouTube shows ever made on the planet Earth. It is your host signing out. Lala. Licious. Bye, y'all.
Be what takes you to a world